Chief Wayne Welsh why he posted a racist meme on his Facebook page. What we found here is a community that not only defends him, but is proud to have him as their top cop. Just beyond the crawfish-filled waters of southern Louisiana rests the village of Estherwood. It's small and sleepy. And even though in November, residents elected a police chief who shared this meme on Facebook, those we spoke to want you to know they're definitely not racist, and neither is their top cop. Is this town racist?
No, it's not.
Do you use the N-word?
Often, but I don't use it as racist.
How is using the N-word as a white man not racist?
I don't find it racist. I got plenty of black friends. We all use it.
Tyler Lanche has lived in Estherwood his whole life. He says just like most of the 900 or so residents here, he has no problem with Police Chief Wayne Welsh or the meme he shared. Do you think that's funny?
Not necessarily, but at the time it was.
What was funny about it?
It was just a post on Facebook that was shared and everybody blew it out of proportion.
Estherwood Mayor Donald Popp agrees. He too thinks this is all a big misunderstanding. The mayor says the meme is irrelevant now because it was posted nearly 2 years ago, in July of 2017, when Chief Welsh was assistant police chief.
He was disciplined, he was dealt with, and then he was reelected, ran unopposed.
Months later, when the spot for police chief was vacated in 2018, Welsh stepped in as the interim for 9 months. Then, in November, he ran unopposed. By the time of the election, people either forgot about the meme or didn't much care. Well, what does it say about the people of this community that they would elect somebody like that?
I was not, again, I'm going to say what I'm going to reiterate what I said. You know, I was not the mayor back at that time. I understand what you're saying, but I'm not going to elaborate on that.
But you are the mayor now.
I am the mayor now, yes.
What defense do you have to have a police chief who puts something like this on the internet?
Yeah, I'll tell you what I just said. You know, I don't foresee any other problems with Chief Welsh.
Hey, Wayne, are you there?
Yep.
We wanted to talk to Welsh on camera, but he declined. He did agree to a phone interview, then this happened. Minutes later, he sent me this text message. 2 years ago, I shared a picture on Facebook that I got a lot of heat over because it was said to be racism at that time. I didn't think it was just sharing something off Facebook. I was suspended from the police department for what I did. I also apologized on Facebook and on the live news later. The next year I ran for police chief in the election, and the town voted me their new chief of police. What happened 2 years ago is behind me, and my punishment was done to me, and now I'm moving forward with my life as the new chief of police. Thanks. Welsh may be moving forward with his life, but black residents in Estherwood, who account for less than 5% of the town, sound like they live in the past every day.
It doesn't surprise me.
Out of fear of retaliation, no black residents that we spoke to would go on camera to talk about the chief. Their voice, it seems, is drowned out by the others in Estherwood who defend him.
At the end of the day, if you need money or anything, you go to that man and he will give it to you. He is an all-around good guy. And whoever thinks this is messed up because he posted it, in the head. I hate to say it like that, but they are.
According to NOLA.com, Chief Welsh recently underwent training required for all new police chiefs in Louisiana, and that includes new guidelines and policy for social media. He said that if any one of his officers of his department does anything remotely similar to what he did, they would, quote, be automatically terminated. He added he doesn't want anything like this to happen again.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Anderson, won't you say hello to our mayor, Mr. Tillman here?
How do you do, Anderson?
Mr. Mayor, Mr. Barber. Well, this looks like the place to be. Even for me. Yeah. Nothing like a barber shop for jawing your socks off.
Where you from anyway, Anderson?
Thornton, Mississippi, sir. Just a spit from Tennessee.
Well, then you must know how we all feel down here. We don't take to outsiders telling us how to live our lives. And I'm here to tell you our niggers were happy till those beatnik college kids came down here stirring things up. Before that, there wasn't anybody complaining.
Nobody dared.
We got a real peaceful little community down here, Anderson. Of course, they're just like any other folks, I reckon. Push them too far. Well, I figure it's like 3 sticks of old dynamite. You shake it up, and we're going to be scraping bodies off the street.
I'm just down here to investigate the missing 3 kids, ask some questions.
Oh, if it's all boiled down to gravy, there wouldn't be enough to cover up a chicken fried steak. Them kids you're looking for, I'd just about bet you a shiny new dime. They're setting up in Chicago right now, drinking a cold beer and having a big laugh about all the commotion they've stirred up down here.
Well, I sure hope so.
Or you can tell your bosses, people got the wrong idea about the South. You know what I'm talking about. Everybody running around ragged, backwards, and illiterate, eating sow belly and corn pone 3 times a day. Simple fact is, Anderson, we got 2 cultures down here. White culture and the colored culture. Now, that's the way it always has been. That's the way it always will be.
The rest of America don't see it that way, Mr. Mayor.
The rest of America don't mean jack shit. You in Mississippi now.
That's for sure.
just left me. Oh.